So today we are going to be unloading some logs that I picked up about 50 minutes or so from our house, maybe an hour. Usually I won't go that far for logs, but when you see these, they're very nice and they don't come around very often here where we're at. We have a load of black walnut, and these are all really nice logs. The ends will have to be cleaned up some because the gentleman that felled these was by no means a logger, but he did a really good job. There's not really any tear out. The only tear out that occurred pulled out of the stump, so we're lucky there. That top log's kind of got a little crook in it, but it's a 12 footer. We should get more than enough out of it. And then these bottom logs there's 3 10 footers and 1 8 footer. So this makes some very nice lumber. And the project for today is to get it off the trailer and get it over to the mill log deck, or staging area rather. So when we have orders come in, we can cut this lumber up for folks. Only problem is going to be I got to get this first log off before I can take my makeshift stakes off, because to keep these from falling through, I've run a 40-penny nail through them, and so when I go to come up, I'm going to catch on the log. So we're going to try to pull this first log off without snapping these stakes off. So the plan here is we're going to try to get this bottom log and barely lift it and pull it back so this top smaller log will fall in between this one and the other one on the other side. We loaded these on with a Mini X, and it's a little different pulling them off with the tractor, so let's see if we can get this bottom one snatched out of here. Hopefully it goes as planned. I didn't get quite good enough bite. Very heavy log. We're cooking with gas now. Logs on there a little lopsided, but we can get it off. This one should go a little bit easier. Still a little difficult trying to do this and film and operate the tractor with one hand. going to try to reach this one on the far side of the trailer if possible. Don't know that I've got enough reach though. And luck would have it, this is the biggest one if I'm not mistaken. We're bottomed out on the trailer there. Let's see, I think we've barely got it bit. Sit down and regrab because there's no way I want to back off the trailer with that far out on the porch. Yeah, that's a heavy one. About the capacity of the tractor. So now that we have the logs off, we'll sweep the deck of the trailer off. That way it's ready to go for the next load. Now in ending this video, I think we're going to start saying what our next projects are, and our next intended project past the greenhouse up here is going to be, this is our garden area here, and this was one of the very first areas we cleared off on our property so we could establish a garden spot. And in the process I'd strung a 6-wire barbed wire fence all the way around it to help keep the deer out, and it helped tremendously. But I mean, if a deer wants to get over, you know, this fence, it can. But most of the time they won't worry themselves because they take the path of least resistance. So right now I've already got this section cut out. That way we can get the equipment in and out. But our next project's going to be taking down all this fence. The 6-wire barbed wire. It goes all the way around the garden and then around the road and ties back into our wooden 3-board fence at the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to take down all this barbed wire, and then we're going to continue the wooden fence on around the garden here, and then put up our gate for the log road. But the reason we're doing all this is we're going to reutilize this ground. Instead of a garden, this is going to become an orchard. Here where I'm videoing at and behind me, there's about 2 acres of ground that's already been de-stumped and been used. Some of it's pumpkin patch, some of it's watermelon, and then this was our main vegetable garden here. And as you can tell, I let it grow up after season was done, but I knew that we was going to be reusing this, so I wanted to let the grass get in here, get established. We'll come in, bush hog all this down once the fence is done, and then this January we're actually going to start planting the orchard here. This year I'm thinking we ordered 150 apple trees, 4 different varieties, and we're going to try to plant that many every year for the next 5 years. The goal is to have 6, maybe 7 acres of apple orchard here. That way it'll be another income stream for the farm. But until the next project, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.